How y'all doing? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Let me get on with the getting on because I never want to be before you long. I want to talk about the Father's Day aftermath. Now, I was so excited yesterday and so glad that I, after several years, did not have to put a disclaimer up for my Father's Day shout outs. I'm not a messy person, so I don't really get into it. But I didn't have to do that this year, so I was glad to see that. I'm just going to talk about me and mine. I have 5 brothers. My brothers have children by who they have children by. I saw some things on yesterday and today. I don't get into their business like that. When Father's Day come around, I shout my brothers out because they are fathers. Had it not been for they nutsacks, deadbeat or otherwise, however you choose to call it, you would not be a mother. So it kind of annoys me and aggravates me when I see people with their comments and they this and that. The kids here, do what you got to do as a mama. And that's that. When Mother's Day comes around, I know several different people, several different friends, several different people who got babies from my brothers, whatever, however. You will never see me on here saying shout out to baby mama number 1 because she is doing what she needs to do by my niece or nephew. Shout out baby number 2. I ain't giving baby shout out number 3 because I don't appreciate how she doing or what she doing. Get these men theirs and get on with the getting on. Now, you had sense enough not to do it on yesterday because I guess y'all get sick of people saying it every year. This better be DHL with my package. No, it's not them. But let it go. Shout out to some of the people that I normally see going ham who have really found them happiness and getting married and whatever, however, and they have truly let it go. They ain't got no sly remarks. They don't this and that. They really have found the love that they need to complete them, and they're not worried about that guy anymore. They don't have any comments about him. They don't have anything because they have found what God has for them, and they're not worried about what that guy does or doesn't do anymore. Let these men have their day, because that same deadbeat ding-a-ling you enjoyed at one time or another. And if you did not, then by now, pray that thing on through and wait on God to send you what's for you. Make sure that that child is successful and they do what they need to do and that they don't turn out like that old deadbeat ding-a-ling or whatever choice words you decide to give it. But I wanted to come on here not just to be negative, but shout out the people who I have seen over the last several years go ham on their baby daddy on Father's Day, who have not done that anymore, they're not even worried about it. They don't care nothing about it because they finally see that person, whoever they were at the time you got pregnant, they showed you who they were. Sometimes you knew it immediately and you believed them. Sometimes it took you to go back, jump on it a few more times to realize that I'm on my own with this and it ain't going to get no better, so let me get on with the getting on. Shout out to those who seek the Lord with all of them. And he sent them what it was they needed, and they no longer need to talk about that guy, ask about that guy. And if he pull up on her right now and say, you know what, I finally want to be a daddy, she going to say, here you go. Because sometimes it's just at the time you feel like the person should have been doing what they were doing, they were not ready. Not ready. Prime example, it's a lot of people know us. It's a lot of people know me and my mama relationship. Me and my mama relationship is great now. In my late 30s, in my late 40s. But when I felt like, or people felt like, she and I should have been at a certain place. She wasn't ready for that. Neither was I. So let sleeping dogs lie. You laid there. You did that. Do what you got to do. Now, sit down and pray for him. Pray hard for him. And my friends, family, people who I don't know, nieces and nephews, mamas, they know I don't get into it. I don't get into it. Whether they was my friend, they wasn't my friend, they tried to befriend me after on account of my brothers. Don't do it. Because one for sure can tell you, as a matter of fact, more than one for sure can tell you, I'm going to tell you to do what you got to do. And I'm not only going to tell it to you, I'm going to do it too. Because I'm a woman first. And that, the ding-a-ling going to come and go. New ding-a-ling, old resurrected ding-a-ling that you just want to fall back on because you don't want to feel like you got that many more bodies on you. But however, these are decisions that we made. The father of my children, I still call him the father of my children because that's who he is. We went our separate ways. How that went is how that went. But out of all the years you've been on here, watching me, laughing with me, looking at me, laughing at me, you have never heard me reference him in a negative manner or anything like that. And the one time that you did see me say something, I didn't say it about him. I made a reference to child support because child support sent me a letter asking me whether brother can be found and where he working at and where he live. And my response was, you found me and I don't even live in the state of Florida. Do your job and find him. Because I don't have anything to say about that brother, negative or positive. Because I thank God for who he was and gave me my children. Gave us those babies. I thank him. Because they showed me how to love and gave me a love. And I was able to give them a love that they won't ever get from nobody else and I won't ever get from anybody else. So his part is done. So I just wanted to come on here real quick because, you know, again, I never want to be before you long, but shout out to those who done found love. Shout out to those who can separate what they had and what didn't happen to what's going on now. What you going to do now, sis? Because while you harboring that and holding on to that and watching him and what he doing, what you feel he ain't doing, you missing out on yours. Because while you plotting up and scheming up and Facebook stalking and got your ear to the ground, it's somebody looking at you, waiting on you to look up at them. But you so focused on that past. Get into this future. I'm telling you what I know. Because I got me a husband now. And the Lord gave me the husband that I need. He gave me, I don't have any kind of drama with the father of my kids. So God gave me a husband who don't have no kids. Because he know I didn't give drama and I didn't deserve any. So come on, it's coming. It's for you. Raise some babies, do what you need to do, shout that man out, and keep it moving. Ooh, these mosquitoes are showing out on me. But yeah, you know, I never want to be before you long, but I just had to come on here real quick and say that. I love you all. And you know, holler at me, you know I keep it. If you know me, you know I'm going to keep it 1,000. I don't care who it is, sibling or otherwise. I'm going to give it to you raw because I'm a woman first. And I done lived this thing. I done lived through it. It has happened. I'm telling you what I know. I got my own happiness with my 3. So don't let nobody tell you it can't happen and it ain't going to be done. And when you do find it, be all into it. Don't give that situation and that brother and that heartache and all that you did. Don't give it now another emotion. Now another minute. All that emotion, minute, time, put that into what you have now, what you've been blessed with. All right, y'all. You know, I never want to be before you long. I love you all. You know, holler at me in the comments. But let's just, I'm telling you, the love that's for you is out there. And it's waiting on you. It's waiting on you. So sit still, leave that alone, let it go. And, you know, let's get into these leftovers. Because I know y'all cooked a brother something good last night. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.